in the Werner Circle here at Gulfstream Park, where we're going to do a video recap of Fall 2011, the championship season, the highlights of which were a visit to Keeneland, and then the Breeders' Cup in Churchill Downs in Louisville, and then finally a trip out west to Hollywood Park. So let's take a look around Gulfstream Park and see what happened this fall. It's the Fall 2011 video recap. Hot off the presses, it's the book. Go to Amazon.com to order it. The fall started off with a preseason, so to speak, in September. On Thursday, September the 15th, I scored with a nice long shot at Arlington Park. What do you mean that paid $15.60? On Thursday, September the 22nd, I had a long shot upset pick of the day. I even posted it on Facebook when I said that I thought that Best Actor would win at Belmont. He was dropping out of a stakes race. It was first time for a tag, and he was the only horse in the race who had won at a one-turn mile. Big time. I tripled the bet. Oh yeah, paid $11, collected over $80 that day. October kicked off on October the 1st, where I had 3 Grade 1 winners, including Stasalita, who was my best of the day in the Grade 1 Flower Bowl.
At the top of the stretch, Stasalita is cut loose and powers up to take the lead. Stasalita by 3 with a furlong to go. Distorted Legacy on the chase second with a 16th of a mile remaining. Pacemaker Donis Lewis third. They're coming down to the finish, and Stasalita does it.
At the time, I was looking for her to be my best bet on Breeders' Cup Friday, where she would be running in the Filly and Mare Turf. I scored my second Grade 1 in the Joe Hirsch Turf Classic, where Kate Blanco came back across the pond, and he looked much the best, but was all out to hold on. As it turns out, he injured himself and had to be retired, so a remarkable win by him. And then my third winner came out west in the Clement Hirsch, where Acclamation was much the best in the Grade 1 race on the turf out there. Friday, October the 7th was opening day at Keeneland. I was up at 4 in the morning, got on a plane at 5:30 and flew to Lexington. It's Friday, October the 7th, opening day at Keeneland. I left the house at 4:15 in the morning. Wow. But my flights were great. I got to Lexington at about 10:30, which is a little bit early, and even the airport was themed to horse racing. Welcome to Lexington. I talked to the guy at the rental car place, gave him a tip for today. He gave me a place to go for lunch. It was really nice. And then I arrived at the track and got my program, took a tour of the track. It was a great day out at Keeneland. I had a great time. Came right back the next day, where I played a few races online while watching college football. I scored the upset in the Grade 1 Jamaica, where I had Western Aristocrat, paid $16. And then I had Union Rags in the Grade 1 Champagne, where despite stretch trouble, he was much the best and stamped himself as the favorite for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. On October the 15th, my best bet of the day is before I even headed out to the track. It was from Royal Ascot, where I like super horse Frankel to win his 9th in a row. Oh yeah, big time. I had a good day on track and with the simulcast, and it included 4 big stakes winners. I swept the co-features at Belmont, first in the Grade 3 Knickerbocker Boisterous, just up in time. And then Denomination scored the upset in the Grade 3 Athena. I scored with Fort Loudon in the Florida Stallion Stakes Series sweep when he took the In Reality division. And then my best bet of the day was from Chicago, where I liked Wilcox Inn to take the Grade 3 Hawthorne Derby. Thursday, October the 20th, I was on track. It was a winning day that day, and it surrounded a key handicapping lesson in the second at Keeneland. Just a claiming race on an average weekday. but I like Zealous Yankee, and here's why. Past performances yesterday, and I run across the horse Zealous Yankee. Look at his past performances. September 2010, he loses at Prescott Isle Downs under the care of trainer Barron. Ships to Keeneland, changes trainers to Fletcher, switches jockeys to LeBron, and wins. That's 2010 September. So flash forward to today, his last race, a loss at Prescott Isle Downs for Barron, ships to Keeneland today for Fletcher today, and switches to LeBron.
Bengals wide from fifth. Prey is sixth and behind horses, 7 lengths off the lead. Run Arnie Run, and now Zealous Yankee right alongside. Lee Chapel, then Mama Kemp on the far outside. Sea of Change looks toward the inside. Zealous Yankee in the final furlong has the lead by 3 lengths. Back to Lee Chapel, Mama Kemp far outside. Sea of Change still looking toward the inside. Late charge from King of Lord from far, far back, but it's too late. Zealous Yankee.
Oh yeah, 1760. That was nice. And now on to November. November. The highlight in November was Breeders' Cup weekend, Friday, November the 4th and Saturday, November the 5th. Went out to the track with a group of 23 family and friends for a great day. On Friday, it was just my mom and I at the track, and the day was capped off with a big win in the Ladies Classic when Royal Delta came romping home.
It's tricky racing between them and Royal Delta. It's a thriller. Royal Delta's going to score. Royal Delta strikes the front, and Royal Delta, perfectly handled, has taken the Ladies Classic. She's won her division.
Ladies Classic. Royal Delta knew she'd win. I'd won earlier in the day with Mr. Mardi Gras, and with my first Breeders' Cup Stakes win with Secret Circle in the Juvenile Sprint. On Saturday, I had my first stakes win with my cousin Roz, where we liked Salty Strike.
In Her Dreams is fifth, passing the 16th pole. It is Salty Strike and Mike Smith on top, and a convincing winner. Dancing in Her Dreams came.
Salty Strike, first winner of the day. Then on the Breeders' Cup card, I like Amazombie in the Sprint. Oh yeah, paid a nice $17 and change. And then for the second year in a row, I won the Turf. And again, the handicapping angle, thanks to Jim Mazur and the Crushing the Cup book, was to look for the other European. And I went with St. Nicholas Abbey. Paid over $13. Wish I would have doubled the bet. But when you look at my comparison to all the other national handicappers, it was a good Breeders' Cup. Second out of the whole group. Well done, Mr. Mark. The very next weekend I flew out to Los Angeles to visit with Jeff and Antoinette, and we decided to go out to Hollywood Park on Friday night. Had a good time, Jeff and I. And then on Saturday, Nettie's cousin got us tickets to the Turf Club. Oh, and it was a winning day indeed. We had a great time out in Los Angeles at Hollywood Park. On Thursday, November 20th, back in South Florida, I was out at Calder. The highlight of that day was when I decided to go with a long shot pick in a maiden race at Churchill Downs. I liked A Boy Named M. Number 2, the trainer had an amazing $14.80 ROI, so I wasn't surprised when he offered a big price. So he turned for home, his trail in the field, and then
Calvin Burrell have now come and taken the lead from Moonrush in second. Money Only with a lot to do racing in third. Trying to rally on the outside. Circus Clown is in fourth. To the inside, A Boy Named M is making very good late progress. Racing down now towards the final 16. Quite Ready has got the lead. Here comes A Boy Named M. A Boy Named M has got the lead. A Boy Named M.
24-20. That was great. The last day of the fall racing season was Thanksgiving Day. It was opening day at the fairgrounds. I'll be playing the fairgrounds throughout the winter here at Gulfstream. and I went 3 winners on the day, including the feature race at the fairgrounds, the Thanksgiving Day Handicap, where I liked Gantry, who pulled the upset, paying over $12. And I capped off the day with a win in the last stakes race I played at Churchill Downs, the Grade 2 Falls City Handicap, where Arena Elvira was just up in time. It was a good fall. For the fall, I had 411 selections. I scored with 122 of them. That's a winning percentage of 30%, which seems to be consistently what I hit every season. And I had an ROI for every $2 invested of $1.93. Remember, if you can score $1.91 or better, according to statistics, you're better than 93% of the competition. So I kind of use that as my benchmark, and it was a successful season. Some of the highlights, that the Churchill Downs Incorporated tracks, I scored an amazing 35% and had an ROI of 232. The only track that I did not kill was Calder, where I was close, but I really buried Churchill, Arlington, and the fairgrounds. And also in stakes races, I scored 32% winners and had an ROI of $2.07. Well, we're ready for the big winter season. We're going to be right here at Gulfstream Park. Got tickets for opening day on December the 3rd, and as we take a tour around the park, see a lot of holiday decorations, because it's the first time that Gulfstream's ever opened before the holidays. So really looking forward to the winter. Got to say that I've really enjoyed the retirement as well. Been to Saratoga, been to Arlington, been to Lexington for Keeneland, been to Churchill Downs, been to Hollywood Park. Just been a great kickoff to retirement. Can't imagine working anymore.